Welcome guys to another Brovember edition of the Will West Show, where we're going to tackle Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3.
Knock, knock, open up the door.
It's Will! How was Tahiti?
It sucked.
So I initially wasn't going to do this, but I just recently caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I've been watching like my video dashboard, and people apparently like my recaps of shows, so we're going to do Season 3, and I've watched a few of Season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and we're just going to jump into it right now. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was pretty hyped, and any way we could get the Marvel Cinematic Universe, people wanted to latch onto it, including this. In fact, I want to say the premiere of the show got like the highest rated thing on ABC in a long time, and that's saying something, but it's definitely plummeted since then. And they've definitely retooled the show. I mean, especially after Winter Soldier and this now introduction of Inhumans, the show is definitely a new beast. And now we've even got Ghost Rider and potentially even more mystical things in Season 4. So Skye is now a full-fledged agent. She's been working with S.H.I.E.L.D. and Coulson. Coulson's got a new robotic hand because, as you know, in Season 2, he lost his hand because he tried to stop the Terrigen Mist. But if you're not an Inhuman, it just turns you to stone and you die. So he grabbed it, got his hand cut off, got a robotic hand, and that just seemed to be the thing in Phase 2 of Marvel. Everybody was losing their hand, so even Coulson lost a hand. Like, you lose a hand, you lose a hand, everybody loses a hand. Just don't be scared now, okay, guys? We're cool. We're just going to jump right back into the story. But she's a full-fledged agent, and Coulson is starting this new initiative with her to find new Inhumans and train them, similar to how S.H.I.E.L.D. initially was going after the Avengers and getting that initiative going. This was going to be called the Secret Warriors Initiative. No, we've also got Fitzsimmons. Simmons went to this alternate dimension planet thing where she runs into a wonderful Will. Finally, a Marvel show gets a Will. I need a Will, because when there's a Will, there's a way. And then it actually got me really intrigued. I wanted to see if this guy and her would survive, but Fitz goes in and saves her. They have to leave him behind, and they have to find some way to go back, because there's this crazy entity there on the planet, and they can't leave him there alone with it. Ward's also trying to get Hydra back together. For all of you who didn't know, Ward revealed himself to be a Hydra agent during the reveal during the Winter Soldier episodes. So he's been working on that ever since the end of Season 1, pretty much. Anyway, he's working with this guy Malik because he's got the resources and money, and I think at one point they were even after Baron von Strucker's son, because he even had some resources to help him. S.H.I.E.L.D. still being underground, definitely needs some government assistance, so they work with this new unit called the CTU, and the director of that and him actually get romantically involved, and Ward, being the douche he is, ends up killing her. So Coulson's out for blood and wants to get Ward big time for this, because like everything else has been like semi-forgivable, but this, like, he's going down for sure this time. They go to the little universe pocket area where I guess Hydra and S.H.I.E.L.D. both need to get to this interdimensional place that Simmons was at during her few episodes this season, because there's some entity that can help Hydra, and the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents can't let that happen. If the thing gets out, it could be the end of the world. Ward, Coulson, and Fitz end up going there. They kill Ward. Ward gets possessed by the thing. They come back. They assume all is well, but they're wrong. Ward comes back as this thing called Hive. It can apparently possess Inhumans, and was an Inhuman created by the Kree a long time ago. Also, the Kree end up showing up at some point. I know it's a TV budgeted show, but my goodness, they looked kind of cheap. Like, it looked like Apocalypse and Bane had a baby, and I was going like, oh my god, like, what is this? Also, I forgot to mention them, but the guy Nick Blood, I remember his name because his name sounds like a secret agent name, but the name he has on the show doesn't. But Nick Blood and Mockingbird end up leaving because they were at that point in the show they were working on the pilot for Marvel's Most Wanted. Unfortunately, it did not get picked up, so they had their goodbye. They could eventually come back, but at this point, at least where I'm sitting in the new sphere that I'm in, I haven't seen anything about them coming back, but I am always open for it. In fact, I'd even be happy for them to show up in Infinity War, but the TV and movies have been separate at this point. We'll just have to see what happens with them. Eventually, Skye gets possessed by that Hive thing I was telling you guys about. She goes evil, goes rogue, and essentially is like addicted to it, like almost like the Venom symbiote, which I really want to see the Venom symbiote again in this Marvel Cinematic Universe because they did it so well here. Like, this season, I have nothing bad to say about it, and everybody's like flip-flopping on S.H.I.E.L.D. like, liked some of Season 1 and Season 2, but like, I wasn't rushing to binge it and watch it every week because there's better stuff on, like Flash, iZombie. There's better things on. This season, I kind of regret not watching it. Fitzsimmons actually get together at the end of this season, And now even like Daisy, like she's kind of back at square one again. But she's kind of like going rogue and doing her own thing at the end of the season. But overall, like this is essentially almost X-Men TV, which is kind of funny now because the X-Men universe wants to get into TV. I think they're trying to get an X-Men pilot off, and now we've even got Legion coming to FX. So I think they just watched this and they were going like, "Hey, like we can do this with the X-Men. Let's get on it." Also, Coulson, there's a little awesome thing with Coulson with that robotic arm he has. He has a deflective. He's got like a barrier shield that looks like Captain America's shield, but with the shield logo in the middle of it. I'm just talking about highlights right now at this point, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed this season. Overall, season 3 was pretty solid. I would give it a 3 out of 5. It's very passable. Clark Gregg and Chloe Bennett, and just like the cast, it's a good, wonderful cast, and sometimes it's Freak of the Week, sometimes it's not. I just enjoy what they've been doing, and I hope season 4 delivers some as well. And speaking of season 4, I have watched some of it. I've enjoyed Ghost Rider so far. I wish Nicolas Cage was canon a little bit. Even though those movies were ridiculous, I just want to see him come here and go like, "Hello there, I'm the Ghost Rider." Just like do something goofy. Like, I don't know. Like, because what is Nicolas Cage doing right now? Like, I'm sure they could work something out and go like, "Oh, hey, like, even though those movies were awful, we'll give you a chance of redemption here, Nick. Let's just do this right here, and like you and Robbie Reyes could like team up." I don't know. That's just me. I would like to see the two Ghost Riders team up. I mean, because it was just even cool seeing the two original Ghost Riders in the first movie just doing that ride. But what do you guys think? What's your favorite season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Or just in general, what's your favorite Marvel TV show? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, when there's a will, there's a way.